What's up guys, it's Alpha Reviews back with another video, and today we will be reviewing the Master Falls set 70608 with 312 pieces. And you may be wondering why I am reviewing this set, because it is pretty old. I think it's like 2 years old by now, and the reason why is because I actually got this set off of eBay. And this set, when it actually came out for the Lego Ninjago movie, it retailed for $30, I'm pretty sure. And I got this set for around the same price. It just, with tax and the shipping cost, it was just a little over it. But it was pretty much the same cost, which is pretty good. And this set was used, but it came with all of the pieces. Like, there's no pieces missing in this whole entire set. And that is pretty impressive for eBay, because since it was used as well, it wasn't botched or anything. So, yeah, let's get on to the minifigures. Here we have Kai in his Ninjago movie uniform, and this is really the first time we got introduced to the ninja in these new suits with these new faces and new hair. And it was pretty cool to see this when it first came out, but now obviously Lego reuses these faces in like every Ninjago set now, and it's just getting repetitive and annoying. So I won't complain in this set since this is when they were all introduced, but this is Kai, and in this set, he comes with his hairpiece, but he doesn't actually come with his mask. The ninja wrap piece that would have two pieces as like the bottom part and then the top part. So taking a look at the back, this is Kai's back torso printing and his other facial expression, and this is what it looks like with the hairpiece on. And if you're wondering, this is the armor piece he came with. It just has two sword holders and a little armor piece, which I think was introduced with the Ninjago movie wave. It might have been introduced before that, but I don't know. Anyways, on to the next minifigure. Here we have Garmadon in his jungle outfit, and he did come with these, there's a bunch of them, these four just silver normal katanas, but I took them away because they kind of covered up his torso, which has a very nice print, and I like it a lot because it like shows his chest, and like you can see all the little chest hairs. And I think it's just kind of funny. And his legs have some nice printing too, with like this little belt wrap, and he has some just nice brown pants. And he actually comes with this it's not a cloth piece, it's like a paper piece, and it's just like a little, I don't know what to call it. It's sort of like an armor piece, you could say, but it's just like something to add to the whole jungle feel. And he comes with this hat piece, which is kind of like Woo's, but it has like a different sort of top to it, which I think was introduced in this wave of Ninjago sets. And there's a look at his face print, and he looks very angry. So taking a look at the back, Garmadon doesn't come with another facial expression, because if he did, when you're playing with him, you'd obviously see the back of his head with that other facial expression, which would be a little awkward. And at the other side of this piece that goes on top of his normal torso, there's like these little ridges, which it's, I guess, like the back. You can see how it's kind of bumpy. It's not just like flat and printed. So, and you can take that off to see more of the back of like the first set of arms he has, which it just shows some back muscles, which is kind of cool. And that just goes on top by the inside of the piece having this sort of connection like the legs do. Like the leg connections right here, it's like that centerpiece, but it just goes on top. And his hat came off. Oh. On to the next minifigure. Here we have Sensei Wu, or Wu as it says on the box, and he looks pretty angry. And this is just his Ninjago movie uniform, and I'm just gonna take this staff, put it in his hand like this, and you can kind of see his torso print. It's mostly being covered up by his beard, but it's just kind of like these little rope ties around this, I don't know what to call it. It's not a gi, I don't think, but he has some sandals on, and underneath the sort of paper cloth piece is just, there's no other printing underneath for the legs, but I'll show you that later anyways. And around the back, he just has this logo for like the ninja. And he comes with his signature hat and no other facial expression, because if, like, same with Garmadon, if you were playing with him and he had another one, you'd see it and it'd be a little awkward. So taking all of that stuff away, he really doesn't look like Sensei Wu anymore. He looks more of just like a normal Ninjago citizen, but that's a better look at his torso print. And his legs, of course, only have that sandal printing. And then here's a look at the back, which just doesn't have much. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show you, taking this torso piece off. Oh yeah, I just also wanna talk about the face print, which sort of shows him smirking and his eyebrows are going down. So it's like he's kind of competitive right now. And so for this piece, which is the cloth that goes around him, to continue that design from the shirt, it just simply, you place it on like this, and then it wraps around. And then there's another hole right here that you put on. And then you take your torso and put it on like so. And so the whole design kind of continues and has that gray line that goes all the way around, which is nice. So I know you weren't expecting another minifigure, but also included is this skeleton, and he comes with this little dagger, and he also has this map piece, which actually shows the Destiny's Bounty, and it's like they're traveling through the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon, and I think right here, this little bridge piece is the Master Falls set, actually. And it's pretty cool. It's neat. This map piece was introduced, of course, for the Ninjago movie. But I know this doesn't exactly count as a minifigure because he's, you know, dead. But on the box, it actually shows the skeleton as a minifigure and the lineup of them on the top of the box. It just doesn't name the skeleton. But also at the bottom of the box for the set, it has the skeleton there too, which I think is kind of funny. So, yeah. He's not really a minifigure, but I'm going to count him as one. So, now with the main build, I'm just going to start over here and turn this around. And this part of the bridge is sort of like an entrance because there's like little steps here. And right here, there's some scorpions, and they're just attached by some blue Technic pins. So, you can move them around if you want. I don't think you're really supposed to, but it's kind of fun to just spin them around. But it's supposed to be like a little statue. But there's also some greenery here, and there's some like water bits down here, which is pretty cool. And there's some more greenery right here. And at the top, they have these two little flame pieces, which if you want to know how that is made, it's just on this 2x2 jumper plate. And if you want to know how this is made, they actually have this modified stud piece, and they put this sort of dish plate on, and that bottom of the flame piece goes into that stud to connect the two for the flame piece, which I think is pretty cool. So now taking a look at the bridge, which is a pretty nice build. I like it a lot. It uses these tread pieces and like a brown piece, like orange, brown, I don't know exactly what to call it, but that's a better look at it. And they have these two Technic pins on the bridge, so you can actually pose the minifigures, like Wu and Garmadon, or you could put Kai here if you wanted to, but it's supposed to be Wu and Garmadon fighting on the bridge, which I think is pretty cool. And they also used these Spider-Man like web pieces in black, which you could take these off the set if you want and use them for Venom, but then you'd have to take all of these pieces off, which is kind of a hassle. Like, it was kind of like annoying to build all of these because you have to do 14 of these pieces, but it's made for a minifigure such as Kai or anybody just to hold on and hang on the bridge like he's spying on Wu and Garmadon fighting, which I think is also pretty cool. And if you were curious, this is the other side of the bridge. It's just the exact same build for the pieces. But also, I'm just going to go over what's under here. And they have this little under part. That's the river, and they use these clear 1x2, I think. Yeah, 1x2 pieces that are in blue for like a water effect. And they have these rocks poking out. but I don't exactly like it. I wish they had 2 of these on each side, because they use the rock piece as if you're looking at it on this side, on the other side, so it looks slanted, because it's this piece, but over here. But if you're looking at it from the other way, it just looks like a flat rock, and it's kind of weird. This is what these rock pieces look like. They're supposed to look kind of cool or something. And in the middle, they have this little, I'm just gonna have to move Kai. Take him off. And they have this little rock piece. It's supposed to let the bridge rest on it, but it doesn't exactly rest on the rock. But you could take it out and have it as like some sort of sacred artifact that the ninja are fighting over. And they just have a rocky structure around it to add detail. So now taking a look at the other side, there's actually a better entrance than this side, and it has like a little doorway sort of thing, and it's supposed to be some sort of, I guess, sacred ancient type temple, because they have like these little mini figureheads. It's got like a sort of temple like build to it, but it's been like grown over by some shrubs and stuff. Like there's a tree growing right here, there's a bush up here, there's some more greenery right here and down here. And it looks nice. I like it. It's obviously been overgrown. And then there's some rocks right here. They've got another dagger right there to add on to it. More greenery. And around the back, there's actually like a little place where you can put that skeleton guy, as if he was traveling and just didn't make it out. And it's pretty cool. I like it. And you could also trap like one of the ninja in here, like as if Garmadon trapped them. And so over here is this cage piece, which I don't know if I can really show you it, but you can kind of see. If I zoom in, there's some more rocky structure there. But it's supposed to be the cage that the ninja put Garmadon in and like trapped him in. But you could put anybody in there, and taking that off, it's just attached by like that seat piece, that modified 2x2 piece with the 2 studs on one of the sides. And taking a look at it, you can just open it and close it. You can't open any of these sides, it's encaged. And then at the top there's a little bush, but you could put Kai in here if you wanted to, and have him trapped by Garmadon, and then Wu and Garmadon would be fighting, so Wu could try and rescue Kai, which I think is cool. Also, one last thing I wanted to note is this little bush or like tree piece is actually on a ball joint, so you can move it around as much as you want to sort of either cover up this tree branch going out, or like have hanging down if you want. This tree branch is attached by a Technic pin. Or has one. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Oh, there we go, but I knocked the cage off. Whatever. But it's just attached by this little Technic pin into that modified 2x2 piece, which is pretty cool. I've never really seen this piece used in a Lego set, or at least the ones that I have, but it's a cool piece, and it's nice for a tree branch. And I cannot... Okay, there we go. I got it back in. And if you were curious, this is what Garmadon looks like in the cage. And I have him sitting down right now because... I'll just take him out. If you try and put him in standing up, it's a little difficult, like he doesn't fit. And I guess removing his hat would help. Or actually, never mind, I found a better idea. You just bend his legs a little bit, and then put him in the cage and squeeze his hat in, but it's sort of like prying up on this piece, so you can have him in it. It's kind of a tight squeeze, so I think taking off the hat would be better. And yeah, he fits like this, but now he's bald, so it's kind of difficult. It's better if you just have him sitting down. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe for more content like this, and check out my other videos if you would like, where I review more sets like this and other LEGO themes. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.